Nobody told me I was under arrest. So immediately the police officer said I was invited to Ikoyi High Court. I already knew it was the case, but I didn't know what the case was about. Because immediately he said Ikoyi, the belief ringed in my head that that letter was coming from Ikoyi High Court. If you noticed, I followed the police officers quietly. This woman was making videos of me, calling me names, insulting me, prostitute, that shower, husband, snatch, that dirty. There was nothing she did not say in public. She defamed me, but I refused to say a word. She and her mother was raining insult on me. The police officers were even telling them, it's okay, it's okay, stop insulting her, stop videoing her. She was making videos of me. I was telling this woman, stop videoing me. You are breaching my fundamental human right. Because nothing stopped me from also bringing my own camera. Nothing stopped me from also doing my own drama. But because I understand the law, I respected myself and walked in straight into the police van, just like the video you guys saw, why she made video. Have you ever wondered why she muted the voice of that video? That video doesn't have a sound. You guys just saw me walking into police van. She was insulting me, so she was smart enough to remove the voice from the video because she knows that when she posts it like that online, they will leave me and drag her. So she defamed me, videoed me, and insulted me in public. Called me a shower prostitute, husband snatcher, thief. Nothing she did not call me. I didn't say a word. The police drove me peacefully to Ikoyi High Court. When I got to Ikoyi High Court, they handed me over the seat. A prosecutor came and said, I'm so and so person. This is the allegation. I read it. And I'm like, I'm just seeing this for the first time. They refused me to call my lawyer. They collected my phones. I refused. I said I must speak to my lawyer. How can people just come and jack me and bring me to court? This is the first time I'm seeing this case. They said I refused service. I said, who said I refused service? That's not true. So at that point, money has breached hands now. So the prosecutor did not even want to hear what I was saying. The next thing, they forced me. I had to use my personal assistant phone to call my lawyer. My lawyer now told me that he's in court. Let him call other lawyers. He hijacked me to court with no lawyer. The registrar read the charges. And I said, I am not guilty. The next thing the prosecutor said, Blessing CEO should be remanded in Kirikiri for 2 months. It shocked me. It shocked me. I see they do my hair like this. I say, what's I do? It was still like a joke to me because I didn't understand. The judge agreed to it. And I said, fine. What would I do? My lawyers are not here. My lawyer said I should be patient. It's a bailable offense. I will get bail. So I was patient. I was just watching the woman. The woman still came to Ikoyi High Court to constitute nuisance. She still came to Ikoyi High Court to insult me and to brag. Blessing, she did tell you, I go put you inside prison. She did, I don't do it. Power pass power. Really? Yeah. See, complain and don't turn to threat of life. Oh, this woman kept threatening me and saying I showed I was going to show you pepper. I told you I would take it to Ikoyi. I told you I would take it to Kirikiri. I told you I would lock you up. She was bragging. I didn't say a word. It was my manager that noticed that she was videoing me. You know when somebody's videoing and she didn't put the camera to my face because she wouldn't dare. She put it down. So my lawyer warned her. And she tried this in the high court. So they had to walk her out of the high court because she was constituting nuisance. Like play. Then police jacked me. Say, oh yeah, now time to go to Kirikiri. I was still smiling in the car. Like it was still like a joke. You know how people say deja vu. Like truly. So that was how I entered their Siena and they took me straight to Kirikiri prison. Immediately I got to the prison, I was shocked. As they closed the prison gates, they now asked me to call anybody I have to call because they're going to call on my phones. So I had to call my manager, my PA, they should get me all my stuff that I needed, change of clothes. My lawyer said I shouldn't worry. It's a billable offense. You understand? This is the least anybody can do to you or to punish you. No problem. I sat down in Kirikiri Correctional Center and I was still smiling. Funny enough, people actually thought, funny enough, I was still smiling. I was still smiling. My manager brought me my clothes, my things for shower and all that. It was when they locked that Kirikiri Correctional Center that it dawned on me that I was in prison. When they said, submit your phone, take off your jewelry. Okay, I'm in prison. I think that was where tears dropped down my eye. All the while, I didn't see anything. Tears rolled down my eye. I'm like, wow. I felt defeated. I felt intimidated. I felt bullied. That night was hell. I cried all through the night like a little baby. I wept. I couldn't sleep. I was crying. I was wailing. In fact, the next morning, people in prison actually thought it was Bush baby. I cried. I've never wept like that in a very long time. I wasn't crying because I was feeling pain. I was crying because I felt defeated, intimidated for doing nothing. You know that point you go on the wish say, I actually wish I defamed this woman. I actually wish I did. As I'm here, I'll be here happily. I know that I did something. I didn't do anything. I didn't even say the woman defamed me, bullied me, and still brought me to prison. Interested. Oh, okay. The next morning, that was when they were supposed to do the admission and officially admit us, write our names, because we got to prison quite late. So it was people who were supposed to do the admission had gone home. It was in the morning, people started seeing me. Oh my God, let us see you. What are you doing here? Let us see you. I said cyber stalking, cyber bullying. I had fans. Oh my God, I love you guys. Wherever you guys are, Kirikiri, don't worry. For those of you who I'm coming through for most of you, okay? Like I said, everybody in prison are not criminals. Some people are victim of circumstances, businesses go wrong, one thing. If person one wicked, you know for Nigeria. Now police, and they use the wicked person. Yes, because police will throw you inside prison before hearing from you. They will throw you inside cell before hearing from you. They will break the law before you get to court. You know they will put you in prison before court will not give you bail and hear you. Court doesn't give you bail. Court have not heard you. Police will first put you in prison. You'll be chilling in prison. They remand you first before court will now hear you. And the most annoying part about this country is that they don't have compensation for those that they have bullied. If it's outside the country now, this suffer where I suffer. If I win the case, they will give me huge amount of money. But for Nigeria, you go suffer for nothing. So it's like these people now use the police to bully individuals. Once they just, pass, money through the back. That was what transpired between me and this woman. It was just money that was passed through the back, not what I did or what I said. I cried and cried and cried and cried until people started talking to me. My fans were talking to me until I now realized that not everybody in prison were criminals, because I was crying because why would you guys come and put me in front of criminals? And they were like, no. When people began to tell me their stories, I saw different personalities, huge personalities. In fact, personalities way big past me. I see them for inside prison. And when they began to share their story, it was circumstances. Anything can bring you to Kirikiri. It doesn't mean you did something. So there was this lady that came and told me, blessing see you. I listened to you a lot while I was outside. You were my strength. I said, thank you. I said, it's now time for us to encourage you. See Kirikiri as a boarding school. See that gate as the boarding gate that has been closed. But because they're going to give you bail, see it like, I did boarding school and I go single meet and break. You're going to be out of here in no time. Prison is your mind. It's not where you are. Because we had everything in prison. There was food, there was toilet, there was everything. The difference is that we did not have freedom. You didn't have access to your phones. You didn't have access to your loved ones. You were just restricted in an environment. It's like locking you up in a room. Exactly. So the woman spoke to me and said, zero your mind and enjoy this place because you're not going to be here for a long time. So enjoy it. You might never experience this again in your entire life. So make the best out of this moment. She said that. Bam! She gave me the drive I needed. Then I walked on my mind. I didn't see myself as a prisoner. I saw myself as a border, as a necessary student. Prison was fun because there were lots of stories. People would come and gist you. You see different type of personalities. Weary, normal people. They pack all of us. You say you're crazy. I actually thought I was crazy until I got to prison. That was when I knew that my madness had greed. I think I'm still in the grade one of madness because when I saw mad people in prison, I respect myself. Now, me see person talk say this one, the Chris. I see Chris, I humble. My Chris, they learn. Where Chris, where is it for prison? I humble. Bim! People used to tell me in prison, bless you, you're so quiet. Why would I be quiet? I didn't talk in prison. I did more of listening. I follow my I see Chris way past my Chris. Now my own Chris humble. My Chris went to sleep when I saw other people's Chris. These people's Chris did not go to school. Their Chris, na illiterates. Their Chris no they hear come go. Their Chris no they see road. So I decided to just, loosen up, enjoyed all the beautiful company and all the wonderful people I met there, the inmates there, enjoyed the food, enjoyed the air, enjoyed the ambience, and enjoyed everybody. The few lessons I learned is that I learned how to be humble. I'm a humble person, but I became more humble. I learned how to listen more. I learned how not to underrate people. People can go to any length if they want to mean you. Yes, you go to any length. I learned how to be patient. I learned how to be a bit conservative and reserved. I learned a lot in prison. I learned that there are so many things that we do that we don't even know that are crime, that are actually crime under the law. So we need to be careful. And I also learned that you see this cyberspace, it's not a place that the government is putting their eyes because everybody lives here. So long as you're in this cyberspace, you need to be 100% careful because these days, the police officers, the law sleeps on the media. Yes, everybody that they have grabbed and they have caught is one way from social media. So we need to be careful about the things we post, about the things we say, because we can be giving these things and we are giving too much information without knowing. I learned that when I went to prison. That most of the information that people get about you is mostly from the media. And don't forget, they are the information that you and I put out without knowing. If they do, I want to say a cruise, I want to say a play. But let me tell you, the government is watching the media. So be careful. So that was what I learned from Kirikiri Correctional Center. Now let's go straight to my bail. When I came out of prison, people were like, blessing, almighty blessing, you don't get 10 million. Oh, wow, where your connection? Oh, whoa, wow. And when I came out of prison, I was like, oh my God. It just confirmed that a lot of people are illiterates on the media. When I was locked up, they actually gave me bail the next day. But they gave me a very high bail condition. Why? Because the police has laid an allegation against me that I jumped bail twice. And the bailiff wrote an affidavit against me that I refused service. Yes, that was why my bail condition was very difficult and huge. The court just needed to make sure that I'm coming to court. That was why they gave me that huge bail condition. And the bail condition was 10 million naira bail sum. A shorty that has a property with a C of O and I think bank statement or whatever. So the meaning of 10 million naira bail sum does not mean that I have to pay 10 million naira to come out. No. Bail sum simply means that is the money that your shorty will pay anytime that you jump bail. That money is supposed to secure so that you'll be coming to court and be attending your cases. You will not run away. You will not fly out of the country. You will not jump your bail. So that was what the 10 million naira bail sum was for. No court asked Blessing CEO to pay 10 million. You these illiterate bloggers, can you guys at least use Google for once in your life before you start all this fake news? It just makes you guys stupid. So why did I spend 3 weeks in Kirikiri? So that's what exactly I want to explain to you guys. I didn't spend 3 weeks in Kirikiri because of what the bloggers are writing. No, it had nothing to do with 10 million naira and me not having 10 million naira. It was more of the bail condition. Now they asked me to get someone with a C of O. To get C of O hard. Almost all my friends have deed of assignment. And these days in Lagos, and I needed to get someone who had C of O in Lagos. Now, a lot of my friends who bought property, they all bought properties in estate. These days, people don't even buy detached property. People who have detached property are like our, sugar daddies. People who bought house that time in Ikoyi or in Ikeja. So, but we young ones these days, we buy houses in estates. And these estates don't have C of O. It's the estates that have C of O, but your house does not have C of O. So you cannot tell the person to go and collect C of O because of you. So it was a problem to get C of O because we needed someone who had bought land far back. Yes, that was the biggest challenge we had. See, we find C of O. Jesus, it was difficult until finally one of my uncle came through for me. He had his C of O, he had all the documents, and he had billions of naira in his account. So when he submitted all his documents, that one was gone. They now needed to start doing verification. Oh my God. It had nothing to do with money. Pray that Nigeria does not happen to you. Our judicial system is crazy. You go one office, they go tell you, say the woman go pick a picky for school. You go, wait. This woman don't go come back from school run, she don't go house. Our judicial system is messed up. Yes. If your mother or your father is a government worker, please beg them to always sit down. That was our problem. Getting these government workers on seats. And remember saying that Lagos now we were shuttling between Ikoyi Island and mainland. So this was in a day we can achieve just one thing or nothing. So then we can't they beg them, make una come work now. I beg now. That was what kept me. The judicial system was slow. They needed to do a lot of verification because when you submit the C of O, they have to go to lands and go and verify if the C of O is authentic because you know Nigerians, we are fake now 1 and 2. So for us to go to land, they have to go to the archive. Now the protocol will be here. At some point for prison, I go come and say, make I rest. I come on my mind because the protocol was they needed to make sure and remember I'm a public figure. Everybody was being careful so that this family does not come back and say, Blessing, don't go give police bribe. Blessing, don't go give court bribe. So they wanted to do the right thing. So that was what took time. The process took time, but I'm happy that we did the right thing. There was no shortcuts. So they had to go to land. They had to go to the archive. They had to go and find land where person buys since how many go cheer. Since that not be smart, you know. In fact, at some point, I just tired. The process was not here. The bail condition was tough. I swear. So it had nothing to do with money. It was the bail condition, our judicial system. So when it was getting to 1 week, I told myself, listen, it's time for you to relax and be taken care of. I told my people outside, you people should be doing the game. Let me just chill. In fact, let me see Kirikiri as a vacation. Now I relax, so begin chop, begin fat. When I came out of prison, you see how plumpy I was. At that point, I'm like, I cannot mark myself after 1 week. Public holiday, 3 days public holiday, can't enter when I even day inside prison. I say, I beg. Make una give me offense salad. I cannot. I was eating, I was sleeping, I was bathing, I was looking beautiful. If you see me inside prison, you don't go greasy, I go prison. Because I made up my mind, because the process is a long process. My lawyer just told me, relax. Relax. The most important is that they're giving you bail. The bail process was hard. Every day I'll be praying. All these government can make una go work. Sit down for your office, I beg, will they come? You know, until finally they did all the right things, did all the verification of the documents, went to my shorty's house, went to the property, you know, remember there was public holiday in between. After we were done with that, they had to verify his statement of account, went to the bank. And that period when Naira is cash no day. Hey! And they now said for my shorties, because 2 shorties to verify the account, they have to go to the branch where they opened this. Jesus Christ! Hey! Nah, this man opened his account in Alaba market. They had to go to Alaba. Hey! In fact, at some point, I stopped calling them from business center. I said, I don't tire. Anytime when they give me bail, make una come carry me. I know they call on again because every morning they'll tell you they hold up, Third Mainland Bridge block, until finally they were able to meet up all the protocols and were able to do everything, partaking the bail. And I was out. Thank you so much to the Igbo community that came to Kirikiri for me. After 1 week, people come begin say, waiting Blessing do, because my people were telling me what was going on online. They give me waiting the trend. Blessing, everybody don't define you now. They say, waiting Blessing do. Everybody that didn't like Blessing, waiting she do, she keep person, that's what she talk. You know, people started saying, it was now so obvious that it was bully. But unfortunately, it wasn't them that was keeping me there. It was just the process, and I needed to fulfill those process. So when the Igbo community came to Kirikiri on my behalf, I was so excited. When you're doing something good, forget noise. And when I was in Kirikiri, trust me, I love every one of you that was in Kirikiri. They treated me right. The wardresses were so sweet. The in charge were so. In fact, they pampered me. In fact, even inside Kirikiri, they carried me like a celebrity. I swear to God. Thank you so much for the love you guys showed me. The love is real. Forget the noise. For real life, they showed me love. I didn't even feel prison. Anything that would make me feel prison. Everybody around me made sure I did not feel it. 24 hours ago, engage me for gist. I don't even know when nights don't come. We go sleep, we go pray for morning, we go wake up again. My friends go tell me, I'm going to go chop, we go do swallow. You know, it was just sleep and fun. If I was bored, they say, I'm going to go live, we'll go read. There's even gym in Kirikiri. Yes, there's football field, everything there inside there. Anything you want to do. I cried. In fact, I had bonded with so many people there. They were even asking me, you know, won't go again. They were shouting, blessed to see you, don't forget us, we love you. You know, I said, I will not forget you guys. I'm coming through for you guys. So they took me to the court where I had to sign. And like I said, for those people who have known me, I've always wanted to go to prison to do charity work. I swear to God, because charity work for me cuts in deep. A lot of people have done widow, single moms. Nobody have really touched prison. But, you know, when I remember Apapa, because Kirikiri is in Apapa, and that's the only female prison, Apapa, I go say, whoa, hey, whoa, hey, whoa. So God has a reason for taking me there. That place I refuse to go and do charity, He has taken me there by force to go and feel the pain that a lot of innocent people are feeling. A lot of people in prison are innocent. They did not do anything. Some people actually take them to prison just to punish them or to show might or to show power. So don't worry, lovers. For those of you there, I'm coming. I'm gathering something. I'm bringing teams of lawyers to be able to help those of you who don't have a voice, who don't have people to help them. Me, I was in prison. I had up to 3 lawyers running around for me. I had my PA, I had people making calls. They fly up and down. There was money to do the right things that were supposed to be done, to pay the transport fare that was supposed to be paid. What about people that didn't have anybody? People that didn't have anybody. People that didn't have anybody. That didn't even have anybody that have CFO. Me, I had somebody that came through for me. If it was deed of assignment, I would have had more than 25 properties because almost all my friends get house for Lagos. You understand? But now CFO. That's the essence of once in a while. You have to have sugar daddy. Sugar daddy does not mean that you'll be sleeping with him, but you have to have all these old friends. You get why? You get why? And when you get problem like this, you go to say, there's a reason for having old people as friends. They get used. CFO. Now they get them. I hope you learned something from this video. I had to set the narrative straight because a lot of people have been saying, let's just speak. We want to hear your prison experience. We want to hear this. We want to hear that. That narrative that was passed on the internet was just a defamation of character. Just like the Onye's story. You know, I always tell people, your enemies will always want to believe lies. They know it's lie, but it makes them feel good because misery loves company. When bloggers are lying, people know that bloggers are lying. They just want to enjoy the negativity because at that point, that is who they are. That is what they are going through. A lot of people wish you bad. So they will do anything in their head to make that bad thing come through. So when they hear bad news about you, they are happy because it's like, oh, I talk calm. That day I talk calm, blessing, I talk calm. Yes, it doesn't mean that what they are writing about you, what they are saying about you is true. And when they said they wanted to pass the bill of social media control and all those stuff, we're fighting. But at this point, the bloggers are beginning to bully us and tell horrible lies against us. Celebrities are now the ones that are quiet. Now bloggers, they drag us, they lie. And the annoying part about this, their blogging business is that they lie. If you notice, real journalism, they don't post everything. It's not everything that Gistlover posts that Instablog will carry. Because Instablog now, they become a reputable journalist as a media house. But if they say nonsense, you can sue them. So before Instablog will post something, they have to be sure. If you notice, Instablog posted about me when it was officially in court. And they took that thing from a newspaper. Because what this woman does is that when she'll make sure that newspaper carry it, she enjoy clouds. She likes it. And I refuse to give her clouds. That was why ever since I came out of Kirikiri, I refused to talk about it. I did it intentionally because normally that's what people were expecting so that she would trend. I refused her to trend because immediately she started all this her clout business. She rushed go open business, open boutique, begin sell clothes. One can use me, they sell her. As they don't give me the information, so this woman just use you clout. She rushed go open boutique. I say I will never give you clout. And that's the reason why I've been quiet all the while. It's not because I'm scared or anything happened. No, I've been quiet because I don't want her to trend in Jesus' name. So I say, let me cool down. When the matter don't die, now I will talk about them. For those of you who are my lovers who want to know exactly what transpired, this is the story. So my next case is on the 30th of May, and that's when the case is going to start. We hope that the case go well. I have good lawyers who are going to stand on my behalf. I didn't defame anybody. I don't defame people. What I do is that I share my opinion. Unfortunately, if my opinion does not go well with you, I'm sorry, but that is just my opinion. Remember, my opinion is not your reality. Because I said something that I feel or the way I see life doesn't mean that that's the truth. Doesn't mean that that's the way it is, right? So it's just an opinion. The way you would drop comments and drag me, it doesn't mean that that's who I am. So you need to get used to opinion, especially when you bring your problem to social media. Because these opinions that I always put my voices in are the things that you bring to social media. I do not go into your personal. I have never in my life gone into people's personal life. I have never come to tell people what somebody told me. Never. I have never defamed anybody or dragged or lied on anybody. I will never do that. I'm not a child. I'm a certified relationship therapist. I only strive on the things that you bring to the media. If you bring it, we will talk about it. Anything you bring public has become a public affair. If you don't want people to talk about your private affair, don't bring your private affair to the public. But so long as it's here in public, we will continue to talk about it. That is not defamation of character. I think a lot of you need to go back and read your books and understand what defamation of character is. Dropping your opinion without insult. You're not defaming anybody. If you don't want people to drop their opinion on your personal and your private life, keep it private and leave the public space and the social media. I love you guys.